Yo, plug-in heads, how's it going? How you doing? Yo! Why am I talking like that? I don't know. But anyway, hey! It's Friday. That means it's time for my little plugin deals and freebies and news and all that kind of stuff thing. The Audio Plugin Guy News and Deals weekly video with me, Stu Smith from Audio Plugin Guy. And yeah, it's warm. I mean, obviously, when I'm recording this, I have to turn the fans off and shut the windows and do all this stuff. So it's like a freaking hotbox in here, man. So yeah, I'm hot. That's my excuse for melted brain today. How you doing? I hope you're good. Is it hot where you are? Anyway, let's not talk about the weather. We did that. Let's do some engagement baiting of the week. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you to comment on the YouTube video about this thing that I'm about to talk about. And the thing I want to talk about this week is how TF do we have time to make music. Now, I know some people have loads of time, all the time in the world, but if you're like me and you've got like a family, you've got two kids, more, less, whatever, just kids, a kid, any kind of kids, family, wife, house, job, all these kind of like adult things, commitments, and like that's a lot of time. And I still want to make music. I want to play with my plugins. I want to create. This is what I love. This is my obviously I love my family as well. But I've been a musician since way before I had a family. So how do you find time for it? It's a struggle. It's a real struggle. I'll tell you what I do. I have a few methods. I actually wrote about this ages ago in a blog when I had a DIY music blog, and you got to be quite strict. You got to take your opportunities. So you got to have. If you've got a bit of time, then you've got to use that time. So I'm not making myself very clear now, but you know, don't waste your time. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Don't waste your time kind of like watching videos and scrolling Facebook, watching YouTube videos. Don't just go make some music. What are you watching me for? But no, there's other things like you can do. Like be prepared, right? If you have to spend half an hour setting up your guitar and your door to get your amp sim working, or you've got to get your keyboard from the back of your room and plug it in before you can even start thinking about making music, then that's awful, isn't it? Have your gear ready to go. Have your guitar tuned up as often as possible, right? Have everything ready to go. That's the ideal, that you can just go, I've got an idea, I've got 20 minutes, plug in, play and record, and boom, you've got some work done, you see? That's one trick. Another one is to always have a notepad or some kind of form of keeping track of ideas, right? Because again, if you're like me, you probably have musical ideas all the time, like at the stupid times, like in the shower, or when you're just falling asleep and everyone else is asleep, or when you're driving or something like that. So at least if you've got like a recording app or just a pen and paper with you, as soon as you get a moment, obviously not whilst you're driving, but when you've stopped, you can quickly grab that notepad and write, yeah, E flat minor to F sharp major, blah, 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 whatever. Just make notes, lyrics, chord progressions, concepts, write them down. And the other thing, right, this is kind of, there is also a point to this where, and I'm not going to give it away, I'm not going to give away too much, but I'm working on a little project. Some of you already know if you are on my little beta crew for this project and you watch this video, then you know what I'm talking about. But on Monday, I'm trialing a new thing of my own that I've come up with, and it's based on something I did years ago that I found really valuable for getting stuff done and learning and just like improving my skills and my just ability to kind of just do stuff and finish stuff rather than just meander about all the time. And I'm starting that on Monday, and it's going to be a trial run, and it's going to take a couple of months to kind of see if it works and iron out the kinks and stuff like that. But then, so 2 or 3 months down the road, I'm probably going to try and go public with it, and I'll be telling you about it on here. So that is something interesting, and it's got to do with getting music done, finding time for music. It's all kind of related. So anyway, back to the engagement baiting. What do you do? How do you find time for music? Do you find time for music? Maybe you don't. Are you frustrated? Or it's one of those things, if I didn't have family and a house and a job and all that stuff, I'd have hours of free time for music. I could do music all day. But you know what? I'd probably also be miserable and poor. So it swings and roundabouts, isn't it? As I get older, you know, I start thinking about like retiring. Yeah, I'm 40, I'm thinking about retiring. No, seriously, I am. Building my studio, all this kind of stuff. So I kind of feel like I used to have time but no resources. Now I'm kind of like got resources but no time. I'm kind of getting to the point now where I'm hoping I'm going to have time and resources and somehow still maintain the energy and the creative kind of desire to make stuff. And I think I'm getting there. Either that or I'm just having a massive midlife crisis. We shall see. Stick around, watch this space. So yeah, talk to me about time for music. How do you do it? I don't know. Tell me in the comments. Do that, and then that's the engagement bait for this week. The next thing I think we should talk about a little bit is the giveaway. The current giveaway that we've got running, you can find it on the Audio Plugin Guy website, or you can just go to audiopluginguy/baby audio giveaway, and that is 6 baby audio plugins in one bundle for 3 lucky winners. And yeah, there's not long left now. I think maybe a week or so to enter, and there's loads of different ways you can get entries by extra entries by sharing and posting stuff, following social media accounts, all that, all the usual kind of stuff. But the basic thing you have to do is go along and sign up with your email address or your Facebook account, and that'll get you in with a chance to win 6 baby audio plugins. So that's pretty cool. I haven't got any new coupons for you this week, but you can still get 50% off of Kiloheart's Transient Shaper, which is one of their most popular bin effects. It can be used as a standalone plugin, or you can use it in Snapheap or Multipass or Phase Plant. Pretty cool in Multipass. You want to make a multi-band Transient Shaper? Bob's your uncle. There you go. Just drop Transient Shaper in there and stick it on whichever bands you want it on, and you got a multi-band Transient Shaper. That's amazing, isn't it? Anyway, you can get that half price with the code APG SLAPS. That's APG SLAPS. Half price Transient Shaper from Kilohertz. Just get it. Don't waste your time. Just get it, right? Cool. That's got that bit out of the way. What should we do now? Should we talk about deals of the week? Should we talk about deals of the week? I'll look over here because my screen's over here, by the way. I know you're there. Okay, and I know my little list telling me what I'm supposed to be talking about is here. But you're there. I know you're there. I'm just looking over here because I'm looking at myself for some reason. I'll be looking at my screen in a minute. And anyway. Yabbering on. I haven't had breakfast yet. Did you know that? I wanted to get this out of the way quickly this morning whilst the wife and kids are out at the pool. And so I thought, yeah, let's get on with it. I've got everything set up. And I sat down and I'm like, I haven't eaten anything. Let's hope I don't pass out during this, right? Okay, let's crack on anyway. So if I press number 1 on my keyboard, then I should have shrunk down into the corner, and now you can see the Audio Plugin Guy website. This is audiopluginguy.com, and when you get over there you can find all sorts of cool stuff. We've got reviews, we've got lists of free things because they do great on SEO, and we've got ads. Yeah, but they're not like any other ads. They've got the like yellow with red writing. That's a bit unique, isn't it? I like to be different. Anyway, what we've also got is deals of the week. So just click through and you can see what it is. This is week 28 of 2021. And yeah, this is based on a poll that we hold in our Deals and Freebies Facebook group. This Facebook group has over 45,000 members, which still blows my mind. It's just growing all the time. And yeah, and what we do is every week we have a little poll, and all the members can add and they can vote and decide what they think the best deals are that you should be checking out this week. And these are the results. So number 1 is a freebie, Acustica Audio. They're offering a free version of Sienna, which is their kind of room emulation thing. So think about Waves NLS or Slate VS. This one, VSX, which is really cool by the way. The Slate VSX system, and I think do Plugin Alliance do one? I don't know. But anyway, the whole point of this is it kind of allows you to emulate the effect of being in a proper room with proper monitors and proper like crosstalk or whatever it is. Stereo, all that kind of stuff, but on your headphones. So normally when you got your headphones, you just got left, right, and they're like on the side of your head. This kind of gives you a bit more of a sense of being in a room and the kind of EQ and the room sound and all that stuff, which in theory helps you achieve better mixes or masters, depending on what you're doing. And this is like a free version of Sienna. And until October the 1st, you can grab that from Acustica Audio. And it's pretty popular by quite a bit. So I'm not quite sure what the limitations are with the free version, but there will be limitations. But yeah, that's pretty cool if you want to grab your own free room to headphones kit thing. Right, anyway, so that was number 1. Number 2 is 95% off of the sound design bundle by Glitch Machines. This is via VST Buzz. Glitch machines are great. If you're into this kind of like experimental, like I don't know what the hell's going to happen when I push this button kind of stuff, then I'd recommend this like any day. What have we got? So we've got Cataract, Quadrant, Polygon 2 and Cryogen. They're all kind of like either effects, like buffer-based effects, or they're kind of sampler-based instruments, and they're just great for kind of just mangling and chopping stuff up and just coming out with really weird results. And the way I tend to use it is mess around with it with record on, so I'm recording everything that comes through it, and then later you can go back and kind of like find those little moments, those little happy accidents, and kind of chop them out and use them for stuff. And it's great fun. It's just so much fun. And Ivo, I think he pronounces it Evo, is the guy behind Glitch Machines, and I actually a couple of years ago now started a interview with him as part of the Audio Plugin Guy interviews series that we never finished, sadly, and it was mostly my fault because I got into a load of other stuff and I just didn't have time to kind of keep it going. But I did spend a lot of time chatting with him, and he's a really awesome guy. He's got some really cool stories. He nearly did some work with Mike Patton, which is like, I'm kind of like just jealous that he got that close, and he's a bit good that it never happened. But anyway, he's really into modular. He's got some great music out there if you want to check out his music. But what was my point? Oh yeah, he recommends using these kind of plugins in series. So don't just use one of these. Use like the generator and then bung it into one of the effects, because that just is like multiple mangling going on. And then use your other effects with it as well. Put some reverb on there, put some delay, put some kind of like granular stuff after one of these or whatever. Just mix things up. That was his recommendation. Don't use these alone. Mix them up and just go nuts, because you're going to end up with some weird stuff in there. And that's number 2, 95% off. So that's a really good deal for 4 plugins. Check it out. Number 3 is one that's always popular when it comes around. This is 25% off of FabFilter bundles. And as always with FabFilter, if you own any of their plugins, do log in and check your upgrade prices, because you will get a special offer on that. So yeah, now's the time. If you want to pick up a few FabFilter plugins, 25% off of their bundles. Still not cheap, but amazing quality. I eventually bought their EQ, and yeah, I use it on everything now. It's just like the best. EQ is brilliant. Just awesome stuff. So number 4 is the one I mentioned earlier. So this is, I love the fact that our own deals make it into the top of the list, because I do try to sort out things that you'll appreciate. And I know you guys, I hang out with you. If you're in the group, there every day I'm posting stuff, I'm reading what you're talking about, I'm reading what you're posting. I kind of get a rough idea of what you guys are into. Obviously there's 45,000 of you, so I'm not going to please all of you, but I'm kind of happy that I can sort out deals that actually please some of you and get voted up to the top of the list. So this is, Kilohertz Transient Shaper with the code APG Slaps, and there's a really cool little demo video there to show you just what it can do. And that was number 4. So number 5 is, what's this one? 85% off of Magnetic 2 by Nomad Factory. Now this, I'm afraid to say, I have no experience of whatsoever, so I can't really say anything about it, but it must be alright or it wouldn't have got voted into the top 5. It is 9 tape models that give you the real sound of vintage tape machines. So it's a tape effect. You've got all these different types of tape machines. It says, no, this plugin is not yet compatible with Catalina or above, so there's no M1. So if you're on newer versions of Macs, then you might want to forget about this. I guess it might be a bit of an older plugin, if that's the case. Yeah, I guess so. But if you've got anything that isn't Catalina or above, then check it out. And that's 85% off via VST Buzz again. Nice one, VST Buzz, you're offering some good shiz. So there you go, that's the top 5. I got like my little personal picks section at the end. I'm gonna again mention BitCrush being free with any purchase from ADSR until the end of the year, end of the month, sorry. So I can highly recommend just picking a sample pack up and getting BitCrush for free to add to your Kilohertz collection. And then we've got 80%, this is fairly new, and 80% off of the United Plugins bundle via Audio Plugin Deals, and that includes Royal Compressor, Firepresser, and Front Door, like shut the front door, right? And that is 80% off, so that's really cheap for 3 plugins. A lot of people are recommending the Royal Compressor, I think, or either of those compressors. Pretty good stuff. And then in the analog-ish realm again, we've got 85% off of the VLA by Black Rooster Audio, so that's €32 instead of 220 for the VLA compressor collection. So yeah, those 3 are really good. I recommend you check them out. If you're not in our Deals and Freebies group, please do join us. You'll find lots of cool stuff going on there. And that's it for Deals of the Week. All right. shall we move on to the free plugins report? Now, the free plugins report is on plugindeals.net, which is our kind of like cousin site, little sister site. I don't know. It's not audio plugin guy, but it's related. Maybe we've got a bit of crossover going on. And every week or two, they publish a list of the latest freebies. Whatever's kind of popped up on the radar gets put on this list, and I don't always get to see it before we run through it. So hopefully it's all legit this week. I think last week one of them was a little bit iffy, but this week we've got. What have we got? We've got a few things here, not too many, so I'll just burn through those. First one we can skip over because it's already number 1 in our Deals and Freebies top 5 list. That's Sienna, free from Acustica Audio for free. Then we've got Get Chow Kick from Chowdhury DSP for free. These guys are chucking in loads of freebies. Donations welcome, so I guess you've got an option to pay if you want to. Chow Kick is a kick drum synthesizer based on creative modelling of some old drum machine circuits. That sounds pretty fun, actually. I might grab that. I like messing around with kicks and kick drum synthesis. So yeah, that's a free kick drum synthesizer. Great fun. And then we've got the Spectra RE. That's a Reason Rack extension from Synthetic Sounds. That is now free. So you need to have Reason, or at least something that supports REs to use this. And it's a powerful digital additive resynthesizer built exclusively for the Reason platform. And it can analyze and resynthesize any periodic harmonic waveform by its inbuilt spectral waveform analyzer, so you can never exhaust its sound creation possibilities. That sounds really cool, actually. So if you're on the Reason train, you might want to grab that and add it to your collection. Then we've got a Niels Kawaii K1V from Niels Schneider for free. Donations also welcome. So this is a Rompler that emulates the Kawaii K1 famous Japanese classic what? Synthesizer, I guess. So that's a Rompler, little free Rompler. There you go. So pick that up if you want it. There's a little note that Ableton Live 11 Lite. Oh, what did I do then? Let's go back here. Ableton Live 11 Lite is free if you're an owner of Live Lite. So that's just a free upgrade. That's not actually a free product. So shaky ground there. Should that be in here? I don't know. Maybe not. What have we got here? Oh, TDSer from Techivation for free. I think these guys are new. I think this is their only product at the moment. So they're doing the whole giveaway freebie to get people interested and get a bit of awareness deal. And yeah, if you want to talk about any of these, you can click discuss this freebie. It'll take you straight to the conversation in our Facebook group. And I think a few people have checked this out and they're saying good things about it. So there you go. Free DSer from a new guy's Techivation. It's like a cross between tech and innovation, I guess. Is that what they're going for? Or motivation? I don't know. Anyway, then we've got Fragment from Pure Magnetic, those crazy guys who make kind of weird stuff. And they are offering you a dual looper device with pitch shifting, phrase modulation, and more. It says it comes free with Anmoku's Less for $6. But that doesn't make sense, does it? Because that's not free. I've got a feeling that it is actually free. And it says no, maybe it's not. Okay, so it's free if you buy this album. But then, if you go to the album, you can name your price. So, it's not that it's actually $6. It is free or pay what you like, really, by the sounds of it. Okay, but it's one of those slightly convoluted ones where you have to go and buy a Bandcamp album, name your price. If you want it 0, you say 0, and then you get like a download link, and then you can get the plugin. So you end up with an album that you didn't really want on your Bandcamp playlist, but there you go. And that's that. That is it. Okay, that's the free plugins report for today, and to be honest, that's just in time because I'm starting to get a little bit sweaty here, a little bit hot and a little bit hungry. I think I should go have my breakfast and leave you to get on with your Friday and your weekend. So as always, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking the time to watch. If you watched it this far, I applaud you. I do talk a lot of crap, and I don't know how you manage it, to be honest, but thanks for sticking with it. Please do join in the conversation of our engagement baiting section. So let's talk about how you find time for music in your busy life. How do you do it? Or do you not have a busy life and you've just got all day to play with music? Just let me know in the comments. I want to talk to you. I'm there, I'm watching, I'm reacting, I'm whatever. I'm a real person. I'm here to talk. So let's talk, all right? And yeah, I'm going to head off. I'm going to get some breakfast and turn the fans on, open the windows. All right, anyway. Take care. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.